Welcome back. Let's take another look at those current temperatures as you're getting up and getting out the door this morning. It is going to be a comfortable start to the day. Unfortunately, the afternoon hours won't be staying as comfortable. It is going to get rather hot as well as rather humid as we go through today. And unfortunately, that trend will continue and actually increase at times as we go through the remainder of the work week into the weekend. Temperatures right now hovering in the upper 50s and lower 60s, even reaching up towards the mid 60s with 65 degrees now, the warmest temperatures out towards Macon County. We are going to be looking for these temperatures to pretty much be consistent across the area in terms of what we're going to see for the high today. They're going to be very, very static and stay very, very close together across the heartland as we get in towards the afternoon hours. But we also have those storm chances picking up in the afternoon as well. Those are not going to be as widespread and as consistent as the temperatures are going to be. They are going to be these storms are going to be very isolated, very pop-up, very scattered in nature, and they're going to be very strong very quickly, but dissipate out just as quickly as they get started. And our main threats would be in the form of hail as well as damaging wind and periods of rather intense rainfall that could lead into some localized flash flooding events and flooding events as we near mainly the end of the week, as we add all that rainfall together. And a big reason why we're going to see such a pattern is multiple disturbances in the form of frontal boundaries. Number one, right here, this warm front. Number two, the cold front on the backside. Number three, a stationary front that will develop and push its way across our area as we near Friday and Saturday. So a couple rounds of rain, pop-up showers and storms expected, and along those frontal boundaries is where we are going to find them. So here's a look at the future track. Frontal boundary number one, warm front. As you can see, it's set up right through the heartland right now. And as we go in through the remainder of the day, as it pulls itself off towards the east, that's what we're going to see on the backside of it, the main focus for storm chances. Temperatures up near 90 into the lower 90s today. And here's a look at some rather strong cells getting active very quickly in the afternoon, so 2 p.m. Notice the time on that, but watch what happens as we get towards about 5 and 6 p.m. We see these storms starting to kind of fizzle themselves out. Not so widespread as we get towards 3 p.m., but very active cells out towards Fairfield and in towards Mount Pleasant as well. But by 5 p.m., those storms have really started to subside and started to work their way away from us out towards the east. And then that next frontal boundary starts to nose its way in, and we bring in our next round later in the evening hours, but still very, very fleeting chances. A lot of this is going to be located out towards the I-35 corridor, up here towards northwestern Iowa, where the convection and instability are at the highest. For our region, it's just not there. Everything you need to come together just isn't happening. But we are looking at enough in our equation for storms to our storm chances to bring in a couple rounds of those pop-up and isolated storms later in the evening on Thursday, and then once again early Friday morning as we get these scattered and isolated storm chances just pulling their way across the area. And as for your extended forecast, this type of scenario is just going to continue to play out as we go through the remainder of the work week into the weekend. Our best chance at some more widespread rainfall does look to be on Saturday. However, as we get in towards the weekend, we look to stay well below severe categories with a couple strong storms likely Saturday afternoon. Now stick with us. We'll be right back.